and welcome back to Sorry You're a Lot, the podcast.
Yes.
I don't know what episode this is.
Oh my God, it's an episode.
7, 8, 6.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an episode.
Yeah.
It's been some holidays.
Oh my
So
God,
we
yeah.
have been a bit less consistent.
We've had some time off. There's been some
Unexpected.
There's been some illnesses. There's also been just, other priorities.
Wow. What other priorities do you have above our podcast?
You mean like my child? Or like work?
That's what
You mean like the paying job?
That's what you want to call it.
Wow. Okay. You've been a bit much. You've been a lot. Being a bit needy. So we've had some time off.
Yeah, so we've taken a break.
Sorry, I just like it's the worst time for that to happen. We're like, we had a break. Oh,
Had a break episode.
oh my God, I'm just so sleepy.
For those of you watching on video, you'll notice that we've got a new location.
Yeah, we decided to move it around.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
We are just trying to find our best layout and
The thing that makes
mic situation, camera situation,
yeah
vibe.
If you've got microphone recommendations,
Yeah.
hit us up.
Or just someone who wants to do this for free, just want to come in, video us, record us, posting all social medias is very important. If you could do that as well, that'd be great. Just let us know any recommendations.
Is there anyone out there that just wants to do all of the production of this?
We can be the stars. We don't mind. I know it's just like a hard job.
So anyone wants to do that, let
us know. Because so far we're just trying to get it together.
Yeah,
I think also just being consistent, and then also trying to fit it with other things that are a priority as well.
Well, I think it's hard because obviously this Tuesday evening is the best time to catch us both. But obviously you've been at work since
that is why I'm yawning. I'm not yawning because I'm just rude.
Yeah,
I'm yawning because I've been at work since 6, and and I've travelled here.
You've had a big day.
You've also had a big day because you're working anyway.
Yeah, although I didn't have to be anywhere at 6 a.m. But I'm so aware that this Tuesday isn't always the best option for you, but it's the best option that lines up for both of us and gives our current unpaid video editor the maximum amount of time to get it together.
Yeah, if we want the most out of this free labor, we have to really figure it out.
Be a bit flexible.
Obviously we took some time off before, and then we came back to do the race riot episode, and then we're taking some time off again. Also, not being very consistent on socials, which is 100% my bad.
It's both of our bad.
Yeah, but I'm like.
Anyway, we don't need to start this whole episode just
No, let's be a Debbie Downer. Let's just really get into this.
Hey guys,
how shit is our podcast?
It's the holidays.
Sorry, you're not. Sorry, you're not actually. You're not actually doing anything.
You're actually doing fuck all.
You need to try a little bit harder because you're actually not giving a lot of energy at all. It's actually giving inconsistent.
But it's actually giving minimal.
It's actually giving not really caring. Just shooting the ball. Apparently someone's decided to just empty your bins right now. What a weird time.
Yeah, wish I'd shut the door.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
It is what it is.
No, but is this actually when your bins get collected?
What day is it?
Tuesday.
No.
We just spoke about that.
No.
But also it's 10 to 6.
It is late. They do come late.
That's mental. Ours come at 7 a.m.
Oh no, ours do come late.
Ours is my alarm.
But I think it's normally a Monday and a Thursday.
No. Bank holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's today.
I've all day been it's what day?
Oh, because obviously you actually enjoy your bank holidays.
Well, I don't usually really.
I say that as if I worked my bank holiday. I was in the park.
And I
was play dating.
I never used to. Do you remember for years I just wouldn't really, I would just work. Especially I work with so many international clients.
Yeah.
But I feel like because
the last couple of years, maybe 2 years, I think you've lent into it.
It's since Scott and I have moved in together because although it's where he's like now got set hours. He's not self-employed anymore, so he has a structure and a routine and a kind of
slot in with that.
Yeah.
I don't have a routine, and I don't really enjoy I don't really enjoy bank holidays. I think it's because I find them just a lot. I find that there's a lot of people outside.
Well, it's like
and then
Sunday,
but like go home. Sorry.
Get out of here.
Oh God, stay inside. Be a bit more antisocial. Do you know what I mean?
I remember this bank holiday when we lived in Weston-super-Mare. And like Weston, especially like we lived there during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So it was dead all of the time.
Yeah.
50 people lived in Weston, whatever. And every day we would do this loop around the sea fun and then back to our house. And at first,
sounds well boring.
It's really nice.
Sorry. we do the same every day. We do the same loop.
It's like a mile anyway.
Anyway,
but
even though I know where you're talking about, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, but still, it's how boring what you were
describing. Oh, I'm so shit.
I'm a city person.
Anyway,
give me a canal.
the first bank holiday, the year that we lived there, the first summer bank holiday, we came out and we got to the seafront, and it was like being in the old Oxford Street Topshop.
Shut up.
We were just there, like, where do people come from?
Where have they come from?
So there was a National Express coach that came straight from Birmingham, all the way down to us.
Yeah,
it took like an hour and a half.
Did the Western accent? No, you can't get out that one.
I can't. I don't know. I can only.
It's okay.
It's like a Somerset accent.
Yeah,
it's like.
It's not.
Farmer? No, I'm really.
It's alright.
I'm
okay.
really
We'll move on. You hit Topshop.
Anyway, yeah. So
you hit Topshop, Oxford Street.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was rammed, queues everywhere, and we were just. Fuck off, all these people come from.
I like similar. Yeah, you go.
So we went into our like favorite little like cafe, and we were like,
just hiding out.
What's going on? And they were like, oh yeah, every bank holiday like just floods like
that's mental.
Do you remember going to Margate when we were little and we had to get there at like 7 a.m. Otherwise the beach would be like
which I still do not see as a party. Like to this day, I've never ever thought like that makes so much sense that we would get up that early. Like it just makes so much sense that we would get like just go like what? Because never in my memories either has it ever been where the beach has been swamped.
Oh, I think it did get really busy.
Like I think it was busy, but like I can't.
Oh, I don't know if we would have been.
If it was 5 a.m. worth it, do you know what I mean? When you're swimming in the sea, are you swimming in the sea or are you swimming through people? Or just
honestly, I think. Well, also I was always so shattered from us getting up so early that I'd fall asleep in the sun.
Oh yeah, I would be in the car. I was like, what is that? It's the cats trying to break in.
Yeah.
I would always be in the car a soundo, and it would be like the best day out. Like always in my memory, like the best days out. Even though now, worst nightmare. Hate outside, hate beach, hate nature, hate the sun, hate the sea.
Anyway, so the beach would get really full at Weston.
Anyway, yeah. So, but my thing was going to be like, I remember when I first moved in with Sahil, and we were doing like cute couple things, and we went to Columbia Flower Market. This is obviously pre-COVID. And we got there like it's gonna sound so stupid to anyone who's ever been to Columbia Flower Market. We got there like maybe like 11, 12.
And they were closing down?
No, like it closed like just after that.
Okay, I thought Columbia Flower Market was kind of like Billingsgate, where everything's open at like 5, 6, but by that midday it's like done.
No, I think it's open a little bit later. But also, I might be wrong, but I can't imagine a time where I've ever decided to go somewhere for 10 a.m. So, it beats me. It could be at 10 a.m. But it was at a time, and I got there, and it was just...
Was it just Leeds left?
No, it was packed.
Okay.
I got in, and I was like, I don't actually know. Like, the aloe vera that is in my garden, it keeps dying and coming back. That's what we got from that market.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
a cute little story.
Yeah. It's the one that keeps dying and coming back, just like our marriage. And then just joking. They're totally fine. And then, but we literally, we were like this. It was awful.
I hope in the cuts that we really cut to my face going,
yeah, but we need that. We need that kind of. Sorry, I've moved again. I've run strictly instructions not to move.
Scott's going to kill you.
Your Scott is going to kill me. I'm sorry. I have focuses. Do I need to move the cushion?
Stop.
Sorry. But anyway, yeah. So I was like wedged into Columbia in Columbia Farm, and like there was no way. And people are aggressive.
Yeah.
People are mean.
Yeah.
People are like, I want that aloe, and I'm like, I don't know what you're doing now. I just want some flowers. Yeah.
Oh, I just got the aloe.
Yeah. It's dead now.
It'll
It'll be back. I'm convinced. This is the year that hasn't come back, but like he'll come back. He'll come back.
So summer holidays.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Similar to Columbia Flower Market.
How has it been? Everyone that I'm talking to, usually around this time, because obviously I hang out with a lot of small business owners, and usually around this time, everyone's like fucking pumped for September. They're like, fresh start. It's like the new year, but for like
parents.
Yeah, but I think in general, even like in a working environment, there's definitely a vibe around September being like a fresh start.
Well, there's loads of things as well, like new budgets that get released for like councils and stuff like that. Like is all in September. Like that.
So usually people are like fucking pumped for September. They're like, I'm gonna go hard. Q4 is gonna be like my whole year, and this year everyone's shattered.
Honestly, I'm exhausted.
Through September.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. But also, I work in retail. So like this week we started selling mince pies. Yes, by the way, yes, it is August and we're doing the early get ready for Christmas.
Oh my God.
So there's no like kind of September. This is obviously the first September that we've had since having Nora. That it's actually a one that's like a big thing. Like she's going nursery full time, which is wild. Honestly, I'm just really looking forward to my holiday and like decluttering. I've booked off holiday for basically the time where my husband is away and also Nora is full-time nursery. Got my nan down with the dog. And I'm just going to declutter the shit out of my house. So I guess it's kind of like a fresh start.
Yeah. Talking about decluttering, I can't tell you how relieved or how much highlight of my bank holiday was getting rid of that tap and sink.
I really thought your outfit was cute in your mirror selfie.
Thanks.
Yeah, I thought it was adorable.
So obviously, that skirt. The skirt was a dress.
Do you know that skirt?
That was kind of given Victorian hospital gown, and Katie turned it into a super cute skirt. And I've recently experienced vintage, and I really love that jumper.
It's very cute.
It's a really cute.
I like the whole overall vibe.
Thanks.
The whole overall vibe was nice.
Do you know what? I feel like for so long I've dressed. This is like way off topic, but I feel like for so long I'm dressed to like look flattering.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I was quite flattering. And you didn't put it on.
Shapely. Do you know what I mean? Like,
like would you tuck the jumper in?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And then I'm like, actually, who gives a fuck if I have a waist?
I've already got a man. I will wear a tent if I want to. He knows there's probably something there.
I've been in for life.
We've got a mortgage now.
Babe, try and get rid of me.
Oh God.
It's
kind of like shaving your legs type situation.
I can actually do that for you.
Well, I don't know. I do now. I do shave my legs for me now. But there's times where it's just like, should I wear the skirt with the hairy legs?
I was talking to my coach. I have an ADHD coach, and we were talking earlier about how obviously the way that I'm driven to do a lot of things kind of flip-flops between urgency and the way things feel.
Yeah. Vibes.
And I was like, I'm really driven at the moment. Like, I want to be healthier. And it's not necessarily for weight loss or to look a particular way. I just want to feel healthy.
Weirdly, I had this exact same conversation today.
Also with Jen, my ADHD coach.
No, with someone at work, just about not wanting to lose weight or like exercise.
Yeah, it's
like to look a certain way.
I don't want to make myself smaller.
I just want to be healthy myself.
I just want to be able to go up the stairs without. Gosh,
I just don't want to feel sluggish because I really feel that.
I think also like I'm so aware of all of the illness that plagues me. I want to feel as best as I can, and I know that movement and being healthy will maybe not save me, but it will save me from lots of symptoms.
I just hate that whenever I talk to anyone about ADHD, like upper person, like doctor person, they're always like, "Are you exercising, really? Are you meditating, really? Are you exercising, really?" And I'm like, "Oh, get off my dick, Joey." But I just like, because so I also have the whole, like, if you tell me to do something, I now want to do the opposite. So like I have, what's it called? Like, it's not, is it task avoidance? It's like an official thing.
So demand avoidance is like commitment issues.
No, but also, but like demand avoidance is also like if someone tells you to do something, you immediately want to do the opposite. So like I have that. So if someone comes up to me and like, "Oh, you know, you could just do it this way," I'm like, "Wow, I was going to do it that way. I'm not going to do it that way." It's like if someone says to you, "Oh, can you do the washing up?" Even though you plan to do it, I now don't want to do it because now you've pissed me off.
So I've discovered,
because it was in now there's no dopamine.
I've discovered that my commitment issues are to do with like
demand avoidance.
And I said, not like, I don't have commitment issues like, so I was pumped about the gymnastics.
Yeah. Oh no. Can you not do a rally poly and now you don't want to do it?
I just feel like now I'm locked into a contract. Something less exciting.
Oh my god, babe. No. But I'm 100% I'm that person.
Like, I don't know.
Like, it's like when you've got about to get a subscription and you're like, "Oh, I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do it." And then you get the subscription and you're like, "Fuck off.
I'm going to do it every day."
I'm going to do it every day. Every day. Yeah. Where was we going with this? Because I was saying something about demand avoidance.
I was talking to my ADHD coach this morning.
Yeah.
Get healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Demand avoidance, when people say about ADHD, like ADHD thing.
I was talking fast.
No, I know.
And you spun it off.
Because I have ADHD.
But I don't know now what the original point was.
Yeah, I'll get that when I finish. But basically, the doctors all tell you to get fit. And so then,
so I was definitely talking before you said that.
Yeah. Well, I agree you were talking, but I just have to do my point now. So, because you don't even know what your point was, so we'll get back there. Whereas, if then the doctors are like, "Oh, you should work out and do all of the things."
You're just talking louder and faster at me to like finish your point.
Yeah, because it's a conversation and you're now tapped out. Like, I have no idea what your point was because you don't know where you're at. But I can't tell you where you're at until I finish my point because it's now there and all I can see is get fit. And I'm like, "Doctor, GP, I don't know." Anyway.
Oh yeah, bye for the job.
Anyway, with the GP and the doctors will tell you like your ADHD symptoms are going to get better if you work out. And then because they've now told me to work out, now I'm like, fuck off. I don't want to do that now. And you were talking to your ADHD coach about demand avoidance.
It was before that though. It was about exercise.
You were also trying to do things for yourself and get fit for yourself. And you want to be healthy because you want to be able to get up the stairs. Without wheezing and not breathing. Well,
no, it's gone.
That's literally what we were talking about.
Yeah, no, I know my actual end destination is fucked up.
No, I'm stuck. Definitely, it was that. Anyway, what else were you talking to your agency about? You were saying you had commitment issues because you have a gymnastic contract and You don't want to do the gymnastics anymore.
Talked about a lot about how I find myself really annoying.
Oh, really? I find myself so annoying.
I'm so annoying.
I mean, not. I don't think you're annoying.
I drive myself insane.
Yeah, you can drive yourself insane, but you shouldn't think, I don't want to like mess up the light.
So you like
flipped it up. Anyway, yeah. Well, why do you find yourself annoying?
Okay, so like every week without irony, I just think things are going to be better on Monday.
Yeah.
Just going to wake up.
Why is that annoying?
I'm going to wake up
optimistic.
wake up endlessly optimistic. But I'm going to wake up on Monday morning and genuinely just be better. Like I'm just going to suddenly be able to do that 7 a.m. workout. And I'm going to have breakfast and lunch and dinner. I'm going to have energy to get shit done.
The issue with all of these things is you sometimes do those things.
No, I never all in one day.
No, never all in one day. But you do those things. So you're like, I did it that one time, so I can definitely do this. Then your brain tricks you into like having a full sense of security. Like you could definitely do it.
I think also my coach was saying it's like this thing with ADHD where you feel like you're just missing one kind of key.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, click it and everything will fall into place.
Yeah. That's why I think I'm really annoyed with medication.
Because you thought it was your key?
Yeah, I don't know if that's my key, but like, because of the first day that I took my medication, and it was like...
Was it the key on the first day?
It was just
it never worked?
It was just the view of a key. It was a literal key-shaped pill. No,
I've just realised that I was probably like clinking my straw around this whole time. Like every time I picked it up, I think I'm just like subtly drinking.
No, I've had it so many times where I've picked it up. I'm like, it's gonna be 100%. But it's so cute aesthetically. Love it. Love the vibe. Yeah. So I thought it was gonna be this like magic. That's a lie. I don't think it was gonna be a magical fix it. I just thought that it was gonna be help because I'm doing other things. When little did I know that I'm doing nothing else. Little did I know I'm doing nothing. Because also my ADHD doctor person, he was like, if you wanted to come off it, if you decided to have another child, right? If you decided to come off it, you should start implementing routines now. And I was like, how rude, David. I have all these routines. I'm looking at my life. I'm like, I have no routines. I do not get up at the same time. I do not go to bed at the same time. I barely brush my teeth sometimes. I'm like, I don't even have breakfast sometimes.
Is routine the exact same thing every day?
No, but you do things every day. I don't even do things every day. Well, like
I was talking to...
It would just having 3 meals.
Yeah, I was saying to Jen earlier, my PhD coach, that I'm driven by urgency and the way I feel. So I wash my face in the morning, not because it's a habit.
Because it feels gross.
Yeah.
That's why I brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. It's not actually...
Speaking of.
It's not a habit.
Yeah.
Because also like, I could do something for the like 600 days or whatever they say, build a habit, and then just not do it on the 601st day.
And then that's it. And then tits up.
It's gone. Never do it again.
But this is what annoys me. It's because I take my medication every day. I take it when I get up. So like I'll get up, I'll go to the kitchen, I'll take my medication, and I'll go back to bed. Or I do whatever. But I do that every day. Obviously there's the odd days that like if I'm like thrown off. This is a very odd day. If I'll like purposely decide I'm not going to take it, or if I've like something's thrown me out of sync for whatever reason. But 90% of the time, I'm taking that little pill every single day. So I can't do everything else every day. The ADHD dilemma.
So when I was talking to Jen about how annoying I am, we were talking about
that old one.
Yeah. I was saying, like, she was like, you have to build up your routine one habit at a time. And I was like, but I want to do like lots of things.
Yeah, I've heard this though. They need to just do one building block at a time.
And she was like,
because ADHD tend to just go.
What? And she was like, well, and I'm burnt out, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm,
yeah.
super emotionally burnt out. And I
Just emotionally?
I think so.
Physically?
No.
Emotionally?
I think it's emotionally.
Really?
Someone asked me recently, and
what makes it emotionally?
Well, it's mental burnout.
Oh.
That's what I mean by emotional.
Oh. Is that two different things?
I guess.
I'm just curious because I'm now trying to decide if I'm Dr. Googling myself if I'm mentally burnt out.
I guess
I already think I have OCD.
I think I'm mentally burnt out because I'm full up of stress.
And is it like full up with stress for so long?
And
because you can't just have like one stressful
and in so many different ways.
Well, did you know that when you have ADHD, especially if you're female ADHD, you're likely to have like the equivalent of like 4 burnouts a day? Some people have it like once, they could have it like once a year. ADHDers tend to have it like once a week. And then females, because of their cycle as well, it's like, this might be completely wrong, and I might have just seen this in a TikTok and gone, that makes sense.
I guess it's hard because we're using burnout as a catch-all term. Yeah. You know, is it?
I'm definitely burnt out, but I just don't know where.
But I mean, like, is it because obviously I get overwhelmed multiple times a day.
Yeah.
But
is that overstimulation or is that burnout?
Well, I was going to say, I think I'm burnt out now in the way I was after my master's.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're on the brink.
Yeah. Well,
so you're like, sorry, guys, this podcast is now just us chatting about our emotional. This is us just talking about ADHD now. Yeah.
I think between do I have a brain tumor and
yeah,
you know, upending my life back in April and
back in April.
Which kind?
Oh yeah.
And I think the face stuff in particular with my face, and then this new client.
No,
it all being a lot probably at the wrong time. I think if I was in a different place, it's probably like good challenge and stress that like, encourages me to like try a new perspective and do a different thing.
Yeah. Then also being in pain every day.
Long time, so I'm just like on the floor.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I'm as burnt out as when I did my master's.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was a really stressful couple of weeks thinking, did I have a brain tumor?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, that will do it. And
like, it's so funny. People ask me about it, like, so are you still in pain? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, this is who asks me every day. He's like, how's your sister? I'm like, do you want to know how her day is, or do you want to know if she's still in pain? Because yes.
Yeah.
And he's like
it's so weird. Like, I'm sitting here now, and my entire cheek and like down my jaw is all numb. And that's just become my life.
That's just your norm now.
Yeah.
Which is mental.
Like, what? A third of my face is numb, and that's just how it is.
You haven't had anything about that, have you yet?
I don't think I'm dying anymore, so they don't care as much.
I mean, like, swings and roundabouts.
It's not that it's not that they don't care as much.
You're not priority anymore.
Yeah. The cues.
Yeah.
The cues are big.
Before it was like life.
Yeah.
Life or death, and now it's like she's in pain.
Yeah.
It might just be her periods.
Well, I think the annoying thing is I could go and get the big jugs from...
Yeah, but you just don't want to.
Well, it's a combination.
Not because, like, I just want to trek that far.
This is a combination of my asthma. Because slow up my asthma.
Yeah.
Lots of people have...
Breathe, numb pain.
Yeah. Lots of... And I know the pain now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on the other side of the big drugs.
Yeah.
And people talk about it's big drugs, and people talk about them causing memory issues. The consultant was telling me,
you already have ADHD, so there's already blotchy.
Like the consultant was saying like my short-term memory could be really impacted by the big drugs. She was saying that like,
how much more? Would you just be like Dory?
Maybe. And she was saying that like they can make you feel so drained that like you shouldn't look after children.
You're already permanently exhausted and have short-term memory problems. This would just make you...
Well, I'm just kind of like...
You should just lay down.
Like, they basically... It seems like they almost incapacitate you.
But is this going to be the only option? I feel like we can talk this outside of the podcast.
Well, we're going to talk about, do I have a brain tumour next week?
Well, oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So we'll pick this up next.
We'll pick this up then. We'll talk about it. Maybe we'll, maybe she would have picked up those big drugs by then. Childcare.
Just the summer holidays.
But also, I guess, like, this coming into, like, being a parent, there's, like, this, like, stuff that just, like, everything is just all one big... There's no, like, separating it. Do you know what I mean? I think that's challenging right now, right? It's because obviously a lot of people have kids, so then at work, right? A lot of people are having time off, and just trying to navigate like the stress of having your kid. You're so like, would you like me to drink my drink as well, so that we're both clinking and clanking? Because also we're putting on a metal radiator after. It's like clink 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 clink.
It's fine.
Obviously as well. My house hunting.
Yeah.
So there's like everything.
Yeah.
But I guess, okay. So like childcare thing, right? There is so much, the good thing that's happened since kind of COVID, I think. It might have been longer, but I've only had a kid since COVID. So I don't know. But they started doing like incentives for like parents and stuff, like out and about. So they'll have like kids eat free here or blah, 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 which I don't actually utilize, but it's nice for
I guess.
But everything's so much busier.
You've obviously had childcare a little while. How did it feel to lose it?
I don't think I can cut this conversation because I haven't had it in a little while. If you think, she started in like
May or June, no?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
She started beginning of May. Then we had half term, which was like 2 weeks.
I mean,
and then it was like
a little while is literally a little while.
I thought you meant like...
No, I didn't mean like... Well, it's been a minute and she's been there like 2 years. I mean, like, literally.
Yeah.
Because even that, I think you still get used to that. Even though it's only been like 2 months, you still get used to that routine.
I think because she's part-time, it's just not registered to me. Because obviously she's at like nursery, she was at nursery 2.5 days. And 2 of those days I'm at work.
For sure.
So there's 3 hours of a day that she's at nursery, and to be honest, it's just stress trying to get her there and back.
Sure.
So like I think it will make more of an impact half term in October.
So we've dedicated this whole episode to childcare for you to ultimately be like, it's all right.
I'm actually living my best life, to be honest.
Actually, that's it.
But like, for instance, like one of my friends is talking about how she's like really excited for September. So, like, I think a lot of parents, because if their kids are in full time, like it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that I know are pumped.
But also just trying to get that time. Like, I don't understand how people are supposed to make it off. So like, I requested for like the whole year, basically like every Thursday that was in, because obviously that's the day that sales like timetable interlocks, and every single Thursday that would be a half term, bank holiday, like whatever, like holiday time off. That was like the day that we absolutely needed to have someone at home. But that's like I've managed to cancel a lot of it because I managed to work out my dates. But that would have been like all of my holiday entitlement for like the year, just doing that for one day. Yeah. Not even like the week, but for one day. I don't know how people are doing it. Because obviously I know that there's like, if you work in schools, you know, you're having the same time off, it's fine. But like...
Yeah.
And also, because this is the whole thing as well that's really pissing me off with the whole government thing at the moment, or in the last couple of years, is that they're penalising parents for taking kids out of school early or bringing them back late to go on holiday or whatever. But then the prices of holidays in like the summer holidays is extortionate because obviously they're trying to make their money or whatever. But I'm like, you can't find parents and then you have to sort something out.
I guess it's 2 different systems though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, of course. Like
the government aren't setting holiday plans.
No, I know, but there should be some sort of like, yeah, like IKEA stopping us from going to Marbella.
That's going to be the best soundbite.
I hope so. But honestly, I just like, I don't know, the whole summer holiday thing in general is just a nightmare. Sorry, you're just cracking out Kia. That's the wrong one.
Laughing so much that I almost just dribbled.
Not been there. But yeah, I don't know how people are doing it. And like I work, right? A lot of people are on holiday at the moment. Like
actually away.
Like 4 people have just come back. But that doesn't necessarily mean away. Like just taking time off because their kids are at home. And like, I know that Sarah and I managed to manage it sometimes with just, you know, changing our dates, whatever. But like, it's just mental trying to like navigate this weird time. And I never thought about this because obviously Mum and Dad were working within the school system as well. So like, it never seemed like a big thing.
All of our systems, structurally, are set up for one parent.
I'm just trying to drink this thing now.
Our systems are all set up for it to be, you know, a breadwinner and then a stay-at-home parent.
And I love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to be. I wouldn't, but I would love. Like I wouldn't because I get bored, but my house would be clean, probably. Because right now it's not clean. But like, even I just don't get it. I don't get how people do this. I don't get how people navigating all of this shit.
Because it's still set up for there to be one default working parent.
And this is why people get really annoyed about the 3 hours, because obviously you can make it that it's all year long, but obviously not all childcare facilities do all year long. And then you've also got the issue with...
Well, so your nursery is attached to a school, so...
Yeah, but also like you've got like childminder and stuff who do the 3 hours and you can stretch it, but then it only takes up like a certain amount of hours per day because it doesn't make up for the time. So you're then having to pay a top up, which like the childcare people aren't actually legally allowed to ask for, but they should be able to ask for, because it's like, you know, like they're already doing the childcare like throughout the year. But it's just like a really hard thing to like manage and maintain. And I think I took it for granted, not realizing until Nora's like, you know, 3 now, that I'm now like, oh God, I need to get her in full time. I need to make it work. But even like looking at house hunter, I'm looking for places that are like nearby our current nursery, because I'm like, what if I don't get a place?
Well, I guess also because obviously you've
the worst nursery ever.
Yeah, but also like
she still goes past there going, that's my old nursery, we don't like that nursery. My 3-year-old, who's only just learned to talk, knows where the nursery is that traumatized her.
But I was going to say, like, obviously she's had quite a lot of like instability with her childcare.
Yeah.
Well, it just means like obviously
I know, like,
her first childminder went back to not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
That could die.
Rachel.
Really, it's so sad.
Even on her, do you know what is crazy about? What I think about when I think about her is like, because she was such a lovely woman, but I'm also thinking about all the charity stuff she did. She did so much charity stuff.
So obviously my face and stuff recently has brought up a lot of my reflecting on like life is too short. And there's a guy that I used to work with who was diagnosed with cancer at the beginning of August.
Oh my God.
He died at the weekend.
What? Was it really? Was it bowel? I've heard so much things about young people with bowel.
Like, babe, he was 28. And
that's crazy.
2 tiny humans under 5.
Shut up. Like, obviously, there's no, like, you know.
Not a great time to get cancer.
There's no great life to have where you're cancer wouldn't affect you. So, like,
but, like,
oh my God.
Oof, I've been carrying that around, like.
Sadly, probably didn't even have life insurance.
You know?
Because no one advocates until you get a mortgage, and then they're like, you should probably do that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you get life insurance because you're now like valuable.
Yeah.
But like, Yeah, awful. And I just,
Horrible.
this is what I mean when I say life is too short and it's twisty and turny. Like,
Yeah, but like, you know, that saying annoys me because I get it, right? Like, I get it. I get life is too short. And like, even like the whole first world problems thing, like, I get it. But equally, like, life is so consuming. It's like when people get upset that you haven't messaged them or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or haven't kept in contact. And they're like, life is... And I'm like, I get you. But also, you get so swept up in like the life or that you're doing, just trying to survive.
Yeah. And I mean, it's
Not trying to survive by paying bills or whatever.
quite a privileged, like, saying or perspective.
Yeah.
Because obviously, most people have to work and...
Yeah.
But I still think there's probably stuff that we can take from it.
Yeah. It's annoying because when you say it like that, right, there's so many times when I've been like, I don't know, like overstimulated or whatever, and I've just been like scrolling on my phone, or I've been like just trying to sort, like even when we were at the peak of like house hunting, where we thought we were going to move out like ASAP, right? And like Nora's like playing on her and stuff like that, and I have this overwhelming guilt when she's gone to bed. And I'm like, there's like so much time in this day that I could have just spent like going and playing with her and wasted time. Like, this is the time that I'm going to regret, like not having to spend that time with her. But you get swept up in like,
is it wasted
life.
time though if it was, you know, regulating?
No, but it's not the regulating bit that I'm saying like, even when I was just doing stuff on my phone or whatever, I'm like, there's times where I could have, or like I'm sewing a lot at the moment, right? Because it's my hard focus. And I'm like, there's times where I'm like, oh, you know, I could have like spent that time. And you have like that regret, but equally at the same time,
Well, you
have to do like building blocks for life. You have to be regulated. You have to be emotionally like whatever.
You have to be a person.
Yeah. I guess just ADHD is a bit all or nothing sometimes.
Sure.
But
think about Nora and how she's going to think her mummy's so creative.
You fucking better. She better be telling everyone. She better be telling everyone how amazing. Like, oh my god, it was so
Mummy
cute.
made this dress.
We popped into work, right? And she was wearing like probably a whole outfit that I'd made. Like, it was a dress that I'd made, and the scrunchie that I made and the bag. Mm-hmm. And she went in and she was like, my mummy made all of this. And I was like, I did. And when people were listening, she was like, yeah, it's this one mummy made. And I was like, oh my god, stop it, well, like, cutie. However, I did put a pair of pants on the other day, being like, oh, are these cute? And she went, no. And I went, wow, get in the biz. Like, it was a pair of pants that I'd like made. Yeah, and she was like, yeah, no, I don't really like the dark grey bit. And I was like, oh, wow. Did you like this tutu, did you? I'm kidding.
Listen to a scrunchie.
Everything will be a scrunchie. But yeah, I don't know. But when people say like life is too short and you could have like, even like people wishing, like you complain about this a lot, right? Is like wishing you don't want to wish for the weekend.
That was the number one reason I rage quit my job, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was constantly, you know, I was basically in mourning on Mondays and always count, it's almost Friday, happy pre-Friday, like happy Friday Eve, like longing for the weekend. And I was so depressed and mentally ill that I would just, you know, curl up on the sofa.
Yeah.
And then it would be Monday again. And I hate wishing away the week. I hate wishing away time because I hate what I'm doing.
Yeah. I think the thing is, I think that's what
hate
loads entirely. I think also it bugs me when people like slam on retail a lot because obviously that's perfect for me right now because it fits in childcare, all of the stuff, right? And like, unless it's a really overwhelmingly stressful day, like we've had loads of shoplifters or whatever, most of the time I have like a pleasant day, like it's a nice day. Like most of the people I work with, like easy get going, like easy breezy, right?
80% of the time you probably leave work at work.
Yeah, well, exactly. So like I go home or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool, bye, later. And then, you know, essentially obviously I work 3 days, so I've got this time to recoup or whatever, and I'm being able to spend time with Nora, and I'm like, the work-life balance is doing bits, right?
Yeah.
But it's just then you see people who are like wishing for the weekend or wishing for the summer holidays or any kind of like half. So like mum and dad used to be like that all the time. Probably still are. Wishing for the no, how is it squeaky? Wishing for like the half term bank holidays, like all of that stuff, right? And I'm just trying to find like some kind of enjoyment in like the day to day, even if I have to work, because it's like, but that's a shit job, right? Like it's a job. However, it's just what do you mean?
Like finding the joy in the daily.
It's too short to find the joy in the daily.
No, it's too joy. It's too joy to not joy.
It's too joyful.
It's too short to not joy.
Yeah,
that's why I started the gymnastics on a weekday.
Yeah.
It ended up being a Friday, but it was meant to be.
That's still a weekday, babe.
It was meant to be like a maybe.
Watch me in a couple of weeks. I'll be doing judo, babe. Do it with you.
Well, actually, I think I'm going to have to move to 4 p.m. on a Thursday, so it will be more of a weekday then. But
Friday's a weekday.
But like, it's kind of. But I finish work at like 1 p.m. on a Friday. Do you know what I mean? So my weekend, I don't really work Friday.
You don't want to start the weekend with like gymnastics.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really nice. But just mean like, it's kind of like the start to the weekend versus like finding some joy in the bits. But yeah, that was our big ramble about childcare.
Yeah, I don't actually know what's happened here.
I don't know how we're going to name this episode, but
ADHD question mark.
Thanks for coming. Next week we're going to talk about, do I have a brain tumor?
Yeah, I think you have kind of rounded up here being like,
yeah, I guess so.
Also, we're talking about
I didn't
gaslighting of like
medical
or even just like gaslighting yourself into thinking, or like Dr. Google. I'm a Dr. Google.
I'm not a Dr. Google.
Are you not? No. Oh, I 100% am. Because also, again,
too much
I don't click on the first link and say that's it. First link, I'm dying.
I do my research
of those pages, okay? It's like when you were at uni or college and they would say you can't just like tag Wikipedia. I would go to Wikipedia and I would go to the link.
Yeah.
And I would go to them. I'm not crazy. And then I would go to my GP with call me crazy or not, I do like store-bought pesto. Do you?
Yeah. Obviously, I have to get the one without parmesan.
Yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, cool. So next week we're gonna talk about medical gaslighting.
Yeah,
and Dr. Google
and health problems
and being a woman and
all the stuff.
Just have a free for all chat. Like hopefully we'll be back next week.
We will be.
If no one like gets. Well, we said that last time.
No, we will be.
The race rights.
We've got this all set up.
They're not going to stay like this. This is how you're going to work now.
Yeah, it is.
Scott cannot.
I'm fine, but Scott.
One day we'll do behind the scenes and like the layout of the flat and like just how absolutely chaotic it is and where the cameras are right now. All right, everybody. Lots of love. This might be mental, but we'll try and be on socials this week at some point.
Do our best.
Just give us a break.
Doing my best.
I'm trying.
Okay.
All right. Lots of love.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.